So we did this game, this mod, this beautiful creation once before, but it's been updated, so we're doing it again.
Yay!
Woo! Looking forward to it.
I'm here with Travis.
Hello.
David.
Hey!
And Rob.
Remaining voice.
I'm Nick, and we're gonna get this fucking thing started. The big draw, for me in this update anyway, is new stages.
Ooh.
Dalvino's
And not just new stages, original stages.
What?
Ah, here we go. This
Ooh,
is the
Bowser's
one I was
Castle.
excited about. Because there's some shenanigans going on around here. Oh god.
I'm not moving.
Oh no.
Oh, Thwomp!
I see that thwomp.
Trev, does your controller not work?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Alright, pause. Okay. Alright, we're good. False alarm.
Now I can lose.
Yay!
Well, you could lose before.
It's a good attitude.
What the? Where? What? Okay, I can't.
The thwomps are spiky.
I can't
think
touch
I've
the thwomp.
No. No, that's not a good idea.
That was a terrible idea.
On par with being born.
Wow. I got.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I feel like life is a meaningless waste of time.
That's cool. I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm enthusiastic enough to participate nonetheless. I was listening to, what's the name of it? It's a podcast. We Have Concerns. Those guys talk about life and the nature of existence and alien invasions and whatnot.
Okay.
And also, like, Instagram. You know.
And also Instagram.
And also Instagram.
That describes a lot.
I don't
of
fucking know.
podcasts.
Whatever the kids are into these days. These guys aren't kids. They're just hip, I guess.
Wait a minute. Oh no, the platform.
But I had to stop listening to it because they got into. Oh Jesus.
Spoilers for...
Thank you, thwomp. Your assistance is greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Well, that's the gimmick, right? Swamp combos. They were getting into like the meaningless of existence and how all humans are just a collection of their parts, and that stuff bums me out a little. And it shouldn't really, because like there's nothing for it, right? Oh no.
What do you mean for it? Like there's no way to
There's
fix
no way
it?
to fix it, really.
But even that, like,
That's like
It's-
the same with Dark 4. But...
it's not. Well, I consider that less hopeless than the nature of human existence. But it's not even really that depressing, or it shouldn't be, right? It's
I
like-
don't necessarily know. I think I get what you're saying, but I think it's perfectly legitimate to be bummed out by the.
That's solid. Sorry to interrupt your deep conversation.
I know humans have a limited lifespan, and we're the product of our experiences and/or genetics and whatnot. But I've never considered, like, I don't consider that proof that existence is meaningless or that we have no free will or anything like that. Let's try this one.
Oh wait, it's this level?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
If you want to see
I
this,
have my vendetta against
Oh,
this level.
hello.
I'm gonna find some way to die in a dumb way here. I've done it before.
don't-
Oh,
we
wait,
all-
I gotta pause for a sec. Like, literally. No, I gotta pause.
Okay.
Because I believe if we go, haha.
Oh,
What
the
I found?
paintbrush.
A screwdriver?
No,
It's
it's
the
the
paintbrush.
paintbrush.
Yeah, the paintbrush from Mario Sunshine.
Oh, okay. Wow,
There it is.
that's really exciting.
I
When-
think it's exciting.
That was always a thing.
Yeah, that's been there.
No, it wasn't in red.
Sure.
Yeah, he's right. You actually couldn't forget HMs in the
It was
original
really
game.
annoying.
Especially when you're forced to give in and teach someone Flash.
Yes.
You bunch of pussies, you don't have to teach anything Flash.
So the Pokemon colors, are at least one of their skins the appropriate shiny equivalent?
I'd have to look through.
I would hope
Speaking
so.
of Pokemon,
Silphco.
in HD.
Wow. So this is what Saffron City looks like in HD.
I know, right?
Slivco was like the area that Team Rocket was taking over so that way they could get their hands on the Master Ball.
Was it the Master Ball or was it
Yeah, they
something
were trying to
else?
get the Master Ball prototype, and you get the Master Ball at the end once you beat Giovanni.
You'd think they'd start selling these things after a while because that Master Ball's been in development for a long time.
Well, I think part of it would be this. If everyone could flawlessly catch every Pokemon every single time, then you'd kind of devastate the ecosystem in the process.
Oh, of course.
This
Also-
is cool!
Oh, of course, but they still sell it to make money.
No, they wouldn't.
Your
because-
notion is that a major corporation decided not to sell a potential multi-billion-dollar product out of concern for the environment.
That
This
kid
money
needs
off
to catch the top percentage of Rattata. And he needs the Master
He
Ball.
already
He's already
did.
got it.
He already did.
He's
In
got
fact,
the
if
best
you-
Rattata that exists.
Yeah, in fact, if you check, like, if you hack into the game and check the Rattata's data, it's like Adamant Nature and has perfect IVs.
Oh, he tells no lies. Oh, what hit me?
I solar beamed you through the building.
Okay, that's a little busted. Hey, Travis, you
Yeah.
want to edit this one?
Yeah, because I know how to do that, right?
Well, David didn't until last week.
Me and my incredibly stable computer.
Yeah, again.
It's incredibly stable. I don't know what you're talking about.
David's had the same
It's
problem. If I can teach David how to edit, anyone can do it.
Oh, f you! And
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the Kirby thing can go forward now.
yeah, and it kind of throws me off because I try
tell.
to get vertical.
Because every time you fuck it up.
I just don't know anything.
This is also true.
That's
Ooh.
what I get for only playing
Yomi
it.
is the Japanese word for reading the mind of the opponent. Oh, look at that. I didn't know Ivysaur was a flying type.
kind of like the now that I'm not playing,
I've never deserved anything harder in my life. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Substance.
Whoa, chuckleheads! Look
Yeah.
at my spinny sword stuff.
Travis doesn't like that we're a comedy channel now? I don't know.
Honestly, I'm terrible, so whatever.
We know. We're all terrible in different ways. That's why we need each other. Get fucked.
Yeah.
Aww.
And the city lights up.
All lights.
Oh, the mid-air snipe.
Guess Saffron just went solar.
We can try this now.
Okay.
That's an old one.
That's, yeah. Again, in Glorious HD. Oh boy, we're spawning way too close to each other.
Hi!
There's 8 red coins hidden on this map.
Oh boy!
I like Easter eggs. That's why I never shut up
kinda.
about cut content in Majora's Mask.
I thought that was just because we're actually being informative for once in your life.
Ooh.
No. it
Time for
wasn't.
the roast.
Roast?
Well, it seems like you two
Yeah.
are going at each other, so.
What is my side B supposed to be exactly?
Travis, I love you dearly.
Heat wave?
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna
battle.
defer to Dave's Pokemon knowledge in most situations. Nice one. Although you two are welcome to battle it out someday. That was a combo.
I can't believe that combo.
Travis, should we do a game that we both know very well so that we can just do facts for it the whole time? That might actually be pretty cool. Is there a game we both know really well? You're a PC guy, aren't you?
PC and PS2.
Yeah, so Travis,
Not on
Travis
this
is
show.
sort of the black sheep of the Gamecube gang family. We brought him on for his sparkling personality. It's so good.
So good.
I'm sorry, I was breathing fire on Travis. I didn't know you were against that.
It's not that I'm against it, it's just that I prefer my brand of fire.
I was just gonna
Because it's explosive.
I don't really question why would I go flying anymore.
Well, I mean, it's
Just
always
kind
pretty
of-
much going to be for the same reason.
This is my natural state of existence.
I wish flight was my natural state of existence.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be horrible.
Well,
Why?
humans would be really cumbersome
Dude.
given how big our bodies are and how big the wings would have to be in order to take lift.
I didn't say anything about wings.
What's in the fucking sky?
The sun?
Rainbows, a bullet bill.
Yeah, that's kind of his point, the sun. But no, you don't have to fly that high.
So you're just gonna... That sounds even more inconvenient. Now everything has to be several feet off the ground.
Oh, no.
Or several inches, at least, off the ground.
Oh yes.
No, I'll just turn upside down so that my head is on my downside.
So now everything needs to be on the ground. So because you're floating.
No, if it's too low, I'll just turn upside down. For everything else, I'll just reach downwards. We can make this work.
Because...
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fuck your charge cannon.
I still got it.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't.
No, I don't.
That went
It got whacked
badly.
out of me.
It was the moment that like I gotta get out of here. And now I'm gonna lose to Dave.
Why are you 6, Rob?
You didn't expect me to electrocute myself.
You know what? You're not wrong. I didn't expect that. On the other hand, stop telling me how bad I am. Like you're super right. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was a bug.
Was it?
Is anyone here familiar with Jim Sterling?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Oh god.
He's a...
Shit! He's a game reviewer, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Well, partially.
He recently got into this, to a tiff, so to speak, with some guy who was putting some schlocky games on Steam Greenlight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think
And I listened to this interview, if you want to call it that. And it really stuck with me because this guy is just an unbelievable fucking man-child.
Who? James Sterling or the guy who made the game?
Oh, the guy who made the game. I'm
Was it?
a fan of Sterling.
Was it? Was
I'll
it?
come to
Was
that.
it just a? Was it another asset flip game?
It was, yeah, basically.
Steam has packets of pre-made models, environments, etc., that you can purchase and kind of as okay, I can buy this packet quick and then use one or two things in my game that make
buy
sense.
a bunch of gun models, buy some basic character models, buy some basic environments.
And what some people have done is those with the money have spent like $200 to $500 buying a few asset packs and then putting them together into a game, even if they don't make sense, and then putting it back available on Steam.
Slap a shit game together.
Oh, okay.
For no effort.
So would we
Sell
say...
it sell it for a low enough price that you make your money back. It sounds like just a totally cynical marketing scam, but this guy from this studio, Digital Homicide, he
Yeah, sounds
you
appropriate.
can't make this shit up. He totally believes in his products.
Wow!
He's convinced himself that, oh yeah, there are some flaws, but you know, we're still a small studio, we're starting out. It's like, how can you lack so much insight? It stuck with me because I just couldn't believe this guy's attitude. So what this has led him to is believing that Jim Sterling, who, oh well, okay, that's what happens to me, I guess. Who I've always considered to be a very consumer advocate type. He's convinced himself that Jim Sterling is like a lizard man, basically.
He's one of those dudes?
Basically, who is out to get him and other small studios like him, and he has brainwashed an army of of people who attack him and go onto his forums and say mean things to him.
That's entirely possible, sadly.
He plays a clip where Jim is doing a jokey bit where he pretends to be like a mad scientist
Oh no!
talking about training like an army of monkeys to attack public property.
And he takes it seriously?
He just plays this thing and he goes, well, there you go. That sums it up right there. And Travis, I hear your point about people being too gung-ho mob and attacking things. And I don't disagree.
Oh, I'm
but-
not saying this was one of those circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, because that's the other thing this interview got me thinking about. I'm gonna have to cut this so this conversation doesn't take like 45 minutes. To anyone listening to this, I'm very sorry. It's hard for me to play video games and organize my thoughts on things I've been thinking about lately at the same time. I'm working on it though. So, I've been thinking about negativity, especially as it relates to, let's say, geek culture, shall we? Because I feel like, I feel like lately I've been seeing a bit of a backlash towards it.
Towards geek culture or
No,
towards negativity?
towards specifically the negative element of it. Like, I've seen a lot of people, whose opinions I respect, come out and say that a lot of the times the things we talk about in our circles are too negative. Rob, I know I introduced you to Bob Shipman recently.
His video, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Well, he's got a couple of them out now. He's got a new series for movies that he calls Really That Good. That's just completely dedicated to talking about good-ass movies. And what
Good
makes them-
ass movies?
Yeah. He's good. A lot of people hate him. I like him.
Also, insert. Wow.
But,
Just came in with a flaming
then
sword.
there's Gbay99, who's specifically League of Legends oriented. He recently did his 4th of July episode that talks about not only the tendency to talk about the negative in gaming as it relates to League, but also just in America, because it was his 4th of July thing. I'm of a mixed mind on this, right? Because this comes hot off the heels of the whole Gamergate thing, where one of the most
Are we
common...
still talking about that?
Well, not really.
Well, I
Not
kind of
Sort
thought.
of, actually.
sort of. Not really.
Well, I mean, I kind of thought Gamergate was dead.
It
Unfortunately,
It is! I thought
I
it.
can't
No.
help but feel really out of the conversation here, since you guys are talking about a bunch of critics and a bunch of topics I really am not taking much time to
Okay.
think about.
Well, I'll show you some videos later
If
you're so
Nick
inclined.
stops name dropping and gets to
Fair enough.
articulating some
Fair
thoughts.
enough. You know what? Fair enough. One of the most common things you see when that whole kerfuffle was at its height was basically the reaction Rob just had. It was, are we still talking about this?
Yeah.
Why can't we just ignore all these problems and talk about what's good in gaming? These feminists are just a bunch of whiners.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm dead.
It was basically a debate shutdown tactic.
Yeah.
So when I first started seeing a lot of this this attitude of let's focus on the positive, I was getting that sort of vibe from it. But I don't know. I feel like there's I'm turning around on it a little bit more. Fucking worry about it. Yeah, let's try to be more positive as a community, but not at the expense of talking about problems.
Well,
we
let's
need
not-
addressing.
Yeah. Let me use premise frequency since I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah.
Behind those complaints was an actual criticism and organized thought going on, contrasting the attitudes of a lot of feminist critics with standard gaming negativity.
Every time a big issue with games comes up, sometimes you can't just do that because everyone makes a big deal out of it. Because as much as we want to somewhat move on, it's still a hot topic for a lot of people.
Yeah. But that's
part of it kind of reminds you of the whole hatred debate, like that game.
Oh god.
That game is not great, but it was not the end all that people were making it out to be.
No, people just found it distasteful.
And I think it is, honestly.
And then,
I think a lot of people agree.
Well, what I love is that it came out and people were like, wow, this is really disappointing. It just sucks.
Well,
it really does just suck.
Did you guys see the ending?
Shut up.
No, I didn't. No,
the ending actually made some minor headlines.
What happens in the end?
So,
After you've gone on your murderous rampage killing spree.
It's basically douchey Mick eyeliner breaks his way into a nuclear facility.
Oh god.
Does he just kill himself?
And he breaks his way into this nuclear facility. He takes the guy hostage. He's like, "Put in the code, you fucking whatever." The guy is about to input the code. And he's like, "No, I can't. I won't do it." And so he slits the dude's throat and punches in the code fucking somehow. And because he didn't know it before, he needed the guy, but now he just knows it.
Whatever. Yep.
And he sets the plant to blow up, and he literally kills the whole world. It's fucking like the goofiest shit.
Okay.
Well, I was bringing that up because I remember watching a video from Extra Credits basically saying you should not
cover that.
Yeah.
They were definitely on the extreme end of it.
Well,
I did see.
Not really. I thought their approach was quite even-handed.
I didn't see that video.
The advertising campaign was god awful. It really.
Well, they were basically saying people should absolutely not play this game, and that's where I have to respectfully disagree because, well, yeah, it might not have been my cup of tea, but why would I want to stop other people from playing it?
I guess, but
I think they give a good reason why.
I do.
A game like that
they talk about
What the fuck?
enjoyed.
they talk about sadism when dealing with it, and quite honestly,
Brian,
I don't.
You can probably sum this argument up pretty well.
Yeah.
You want to give the cliff notes?
They basically they compare it to sadism, the joy of the pure joy of hurting people, and while games can and should deal with, shall we say, out of ordinary or experiences that are not part of the norm, what is the damn it? What is is there any real benefit in exploring sadism in its truest form? Not as an aspect of something, but just pure sadism.
Well, I'm going to go with the argument of, well, now people tend to say how they play video games to let out their violent tendencies, right? I mean, if they're gonna play...
I believe the episode has an answer for that as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but if people are just gonna do this, like, let out their violent sadism and, not use it on others, I think in that respect, it really should not be the you absolutely should not play it that they gave it.
But I don't think that's ever the case.
I think there's two problems with that, yeah. For one, that argument makes a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
A is.
I never said I was a seasoned debater.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it up. I think that's a good point.
Yeah, but A is there not a problem there to begin with. B, you're assuming that the person in some degree recognizes that they have this tendency or urge, and then is like, I'm going to play video games to do it instead of doing it normally, and I don't think that mentality or thought process actually happens.
It might not. Honestly, there's no proof either way. No one knows for sure. Do games work as an outlet to prevent real-life violent tendencies? Maybe. Fucking, I don't know.
They tended to be for portraying violent acts in game if they had a purpose. And the video came out at the time before Hatred was even released, so you don't even know what's in the content of the game aside from he kills a lot of guys.
The developer comments though.
There's a lot to go. There was a lot to go on even before
Yeah.
the game was released. There was a full. I mean, it showed gameplay. It showed all these horrible executions.
It was.
Well, yeah,
There's
but
really
that doesn't.
There's really no coming back from some of this stuff. You can't be like, okay, no, you can shoot a pregnant lady in the stomach, but it's not all bad.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also.
once you hit that point,
This is
Oh.
the image that the image people are reacting to is the image they put out there. So they can't go, well, you do not know the whole thing.
Because
Like, well, what the fuck are you selling me then?
even if it's bad publicity, it's free publicity, and it will cause more traffic for your product.
But I
That
think
seems
what
like what we're
Dave's
saying.
talking about is not even that. He's talking about, can you really judge a game before you've played it? And I think in some cases and
Yes.
in some aspects, yes.
In some cases, yes.
Although, Dave, I think you're right to have that instinct. Anyone who's making judgment values of a game they haven't played, take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I think extra credits contextualizes it well enough based on the information they have.
There are some people who are like, you're the people who told us to take controversy head on, and now you're saying we shouldn't play this game because it's too controversial. So, to
I think that's an
like the fan.
oversimplification of the argument, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't really what they were telling him. That wasn't the reason not to play it.
Well, sadism is a controversial topic, as I'm sure a lot of people would agree.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a difference between saying don't engage in this because it's controversial, and saying don't engage in this because it contains a controversial practice. If I say, avoid this because if I say take controversy head on, and then come out against a game about pedophilia, I can absolutely object to pedophilia without, betraying my pro-controversy stance. It's just a thing that I happen to find incredibly distasteful, and therefore have a moral objection to.
And, like, you would say that there could hypothetically be a game about or featuring pedophilia that's not,
Yeah.
Entirely
artistically
disrespectful.
worthless or
I feel like there must.
entirely objectionable.
I feel like there should and must be a way to do it. What that way is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we're not
I'd
expert.
rather not spend a whole lot of time worrying about it, frankly.
Yeah. There are ways to discuss difficult, dark, and harsh concepts respectfully. I wholeheartedly believe that, and I think some people don't, and they panic
And-
every time something even comes remotely in the news like that. It was violence for the sake of violence and nothing else.
Yeah.
Because
It's not engaging in a discourse, it's just portraying.
And that was the real issue. There was no reason or anything for this. It was
Like,
just
okay.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if the games come out now and that's the conclusion people reach, I'll be okay with them recommending other people to not play this game for just how sheerly distasteful it is. But telling other people to not at least, before the game even comes out, hey, maybe it could have had some sort of deep psychological meaning or something.
It would, except there's nothing in the initial, and this is where I get into the publicity thing. There was nothing in the initial publicity to suggest that would be the case. Even
I guess,
when it came
but-
out, it was very much
well,
a
I mean,
sense
they
of,
could have they were obviously going for like a type with the main character, right? Like this.
The world sucks.
yes.
But no, that's a real people like that exist.
Oh, yeah, they
and
do.
It could have been like a meditation on that, right? I'm sort of playing devil's advocate at this point, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was
But
attempting,
there were
at
comments
least,
beyond
maybe,
just,
ish. I don't know.
Sure.
the protagonist.
I don't know. I'm just going to say I'm a bad debater and my arguments
I
are
mean-
flawed and easily taken apart.
You're
That's how you get better, dude. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
You're presenting a very valid case.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no. Oh dear.
Trent gun OP.
It's not bad.
Long
Out
reload.
of ammo? That's a shame.
Now, tell me if this is crazy, because I actually kind of just thought of something. And tell me if this sounds completely preachy, because it might be. But
Will do.
going back to hatred for a minute, and about how the ending was ridiculous,
Yeah.
could it have ended, the whole game could have played entirely as it is, gone to that final scene, and then something like a fade out, and we see it's someone in, a therapy session or something? Or
Like
talking,
it was all a dream ending?
not a dream ending, but talking to a counselor or something?
That's a variation
Would that
of
have
it's all
made
a
it-
dream, but
would that have made? Are you saying would that have made it better?
Would it have helped
No.
in some way?
It would have.
No.
It would have been worse because it would have felt like a cop out.
yeah.
Okay.
I've got to go with that. You can't just pull it back at the last second and just retract everything your game is about at the last second.
Okay.
And then be like, see, I'm criticizing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was more of that last ridiculousness.
It so over the top that
Yeah. If it was more Postal came up a lot.
Yeah.
And some people said...
If it was just supposed to be completely goofy, but it was too real.
Yeah. If
And
it was
I was
sense of,
actually
like-
going to bring this up to Think Tank, because I wasn't sure of the answer, and I think you know it just there. What's the fundamental difference between the violence and hatred and the violence in Mortal Kombat?
And that's it right there.
I think
Everyone,
that's pretty much it.
everyone understands that Mortal Kombat violence is ridiculous to the point of absurdity.
Yes.
I also
Hatred
think-
tried to take itself seriously.
Well, it's also worth noting, in Mortal Kombat, like, the people... this is gonna be dumb, but in some ways, they consent to have their spines taken out. There's a recognition that, like, this could happen. You're not attacking civilians.
Okay,
Mortal
okay,
Kombat
yeah,
for all-
everyone in Mortal Kombat is a combatant. I see. what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Okay, yep. Yes!
Oh, what luck.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
we've got Ganon,
Wait,
Classic Ganon, Captain Falcon, and
Meta
Knight.
Knight.
All the final bosses.
Oh, this is glorious. This is glorious.
I
let me
don't
go.
get it.
Marco!
Fuck yeah.
I didn't realize until a while ago that there was actually a full song around that. Like there
yeah,
are verses.
of course.
There are verses and lyrics to that, and I didn't know that.
Terrorists, your days are through, cause now you gotta answer to America.
I didn't-
Fuck yeah.
I didn't know that for the
Rob,
longest
there's not only a
time.
whole song, there's a whole movie. Nice one.
Yeah,
There's a
it's a
whole
movie.
movie around that.
It's a movie.
You didn't know that? That's where it comes from. It's Team
Yeah.
America World Police.
Stay away from my woman.
Okay. I think
No,
maybe...
Nana's dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here.
I'm all alone.
And explain.
There's no one
Because I think
here
I'm having the
beside
neck problem
me.
Well,
of...
that's an everyone problem, bro.
Yeah.
And practice makes perfect in that regard.
But you articulated it today. And it's not like I was doing very well besides, so...
Alright, let the record show that Travis has put his controller down
Okay.
Yes.
He's
in order to make
Well,
a point
he's in the
about
way.
Mortal Kombat.
he's in the way.
Sorry to hear that. You want me to come over there?
No, I'll just hit him. Anyway,
Both Duke Nukem and Mortal Kombat, you know, just use both of them at the same time, that works,
Okay.
are products of, in some ways, the late childhood, early adolescence of video gaming.
Fair, yeah.
We are no longer in the late childhood, early adolescence of video gaming.
Yes.
So, with that progression has come a sense of quote-unquote, maturity. We no longer need to put an equivalent. I remember watching X-Play when Postal 2 came out.
oh yes, I remember X Play.
Yes, we can nostalgia fest over that later.
Fair enough.
Because I really like to.
What did I say about the phones?
There was a bit where the protagonist
Ah.
urinated on a corpse and proclaimed, "Now the flowers will grow." And it came across as incredibly crass.
This is what did you come?
This was Postal 2.
Ah.
However, it was a very kind of Duke Nukem-y
I was
one-liner.
gonna say, if that was like an alien, that probably would seem like that bad.
Oh, because alien life doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, if XCOM has taught me anything, it's that alien life is gonna screw us all. So.
Yeah. I mean, it will. If it finds us, fuck.
If it finds us, that means it can get to us, and we're ages away from being able to do that. So. Hell, Pluto's not even a planet anymore.
What does that have to do with anything, Rob?
That's
David's
fair.
an opportunist.
Okay.
When he sees an opening, he'll take advantage of it, regardless of context.
I thought the context was Travis said he wasn't playing
I get
anymore.
it! Nick, David, me. We should all shut up.
No, we can't all shut up.
I feel like we've
We have a
lost.
show to do.
We
feel
should
like-
get back to...
I feel like we've lost cohesion.
Yes. Okay.
First
Rob.
we were having these deep arguments, and now we're talking
Holy
about Street
fuck.
Fighter, and now we're just yelling at each other.
I want food.
Welcome to GameCube Gang, everybody.
Okay.
Please enjoy the madness.
Rob, what about Street Fighter?
something.
Anything?
Oh God!
There's really nothing. There's really nothing.
So how about those Pokken fighters?
Oh yeah.
Is that ever? Oh, gee,
Coming out?
That's
yes.
Spike You? It's out
it's some. Oh, it is.
in arcades
Oh,
in Japan.
in Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but fighting games can't seem to just come out because of, and I'm not even trying to sound like
Complainer?
obnoxious about it. Yeah, I don't mean to complain about that. Like the Killer Instinct model, for example, has gotten a lot of praise precisely because of the way they rolled out so slowly, and I think people are looking for a Street Fighter to do something similar. I guess it's okay. Well, I guess it's because they just want to get more characters in there. Like people gave SF4 a lot of crap. Because of all the iterations for that, but people who actually played that game like seriously didn't seem to mind it at all. They didn't mind buying
Well, also,
roughly the same game
anyone
for full
who's-
price in
yeah. But
several different iterations.
also, anyone who's really serious about Street Fighter, I mean, do you think 4 is bad? Remember 3? Came out in like 50 versions.
Street
Super
Fighter.
Alpha Fighter 4.
Oh, yeah,
Leftovers edition.
Street Fighter Alpha.
Omega 6.
But like the thing with 4 is that it came out in the age of DLC. But I don't know, like people who actually are really into this games don't seem to mind it. They seem to think it's necessary.
It's
and
not.
Maybe it is. I don't know. They
I-
clearly know more about the game than I do.
I don't.
So
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. That's necessary.
I guess the FGC can be sort of insular in that it's if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And
Which is stupid.
It's not very-
well, it's a community and they're tight knit and it happens. The Lucario fight. Oh god.
Oh shit, Lucario versus Lucario.
Who will win? Lucario. Yeah, well now I'm up here, so what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna store it for later. Sure we can.
The fighting game community is not only
What the